Good everybody, it is Robett. Today's question is, should you use your personal name or business name when commenting on social media? It's a great question. It's a great question because what can happen is the implication of both can be very dramatically different. One is if things go really badly, it's easier for you to take a hit than potentially the entire business to take a hit if you represent someone else. But if it's your single business that you're running, then it's potentially maybe about equal off, but either way, it's still potentially bad. My opinion on this kind of goes twofold. The business always has a stance on what it represents and what it's about, and personally, you have usually way more opinion and stuff on that. But you want to be able to chime in and add value with your own sort of slang and nuances, the way you sort of operate. But at the same time, if you're a business, you can't fully throw the hammer down of what the business is saying, because that could jeopardize a lot of things commercially. Great example of this is Nike's advert they did with Colin Kaepernick. When Nike did that ad with Colin Kaepernick, that was the brand taking a stand on something political. Now, the fallback from that, there was a lot of that publicly, and obviously there was a lot of upside as well for the business, but the business made the decision to jump into a lane to have a stand on something that individuals felt. So that's a big difference than someone that works for the organization that says they want to do this or that. So what I would think, or the question I'd ask myself is, do you want your business to have a stake in the ground with what it's about and what it represents and what it stands for publicly? And understand if you do decide to go down that path, there might be kickback, there might not be as much. It could be potentially detrimental to clients and partnerships and relationships if you decide to pull that trigger on the wrong thing. So the thing I would think about is figure out if it's going to de-risk or risk your business if you say certain specific things on public platforms personally and also business. Because even if your business does one thing but everyone knows you're directly related to it and you own it, and you're just on this flipping tangent of is it politics, going crazy right or left wing, is it whatever these things are, just be aware that correlation syncs to each other, which is sometimes a bad thing that happens when you get right to the top of something. So let's say Subway with Jared. Jared was the Subway guy. Then all of a sudden, after all those years of building it up, and then something bad happened to him personally, there was instantly a direct conflict which created a lot of issues for the brand of Subway. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not that he was saying that publicly, but he did dumb shit, and then that had a direct impact on business. Understand where you want to play and risk between who you are and what you think to what your business does. That would be my 2 cents. If you've got a question for me, hit the link below. Feel free to ask away. More than happy to add value if I can. Have a good day, team. Peace.